Welcome back everyone to our factory down. This is an automation game. It's kind of like a little puzzle game. It's almost fully 3D. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can go from top view, there's a grid. It's a fun little game. If you're joining us for the first time here and you want to check this out from the start or even try out the game yourself, check out the top pinned comment. I'll put the playlist there for you. But since last episode here, we added in this whole area over here, our health factory. And we've got our happiness in production up to 140%, so that's not too shabby. We're looking pretty good here. Now, I have loaded up the game, and I did get a little distracted and made a few changes. I added another house, so we are at 18 of 20 houses built, and we have one extra worker left, but what I've done is actually amped up the production of iron stuff here. So we're feeding nails into the population like crazy here. We're also pumping out nails to our workshop, and we're making shoes and axes actually quite faster. So we're pumping those into the town faster. I've had to amp up our production over here, put in a few villagers here and there, but we're looking good now. We're kind of floating around 350s, so I'm pretty happy with that. This episode here today, we're going to explore a few things we need to do. We need to make mines, and in order to make mines to automate this so we don't have all these stubby people running around wasting time, is rails. So the first thing we actually need to do this episode is get a rail system going, or a production system for rails, I mean to say. So what I'm going to do is probably assign a few of these extra workers over here, and we will build a straight pipeline over this way and right into a storage, because we need that in order to build stuff. We also need to get reinforced planks stored and going too. Now, our little research island here that just plows through our research is sitting here doing absolutely nothing. So we're actually going to get advanced logistics done. Now, I've never really used these before. These are crazy. They're a little bit out of my ability. I do want to eventually kind of get into these and see what they can do, but we will unlock them anyway. We may as well while they're sitting here. Now, to get this other stuff here, what we've got to do is actually upgrade our city hall. Here we go, or our base. I apologize. And for that, we need 40 reinforced planks. So we need to start storing those too, as I mentioned earlier. So what I'm going to do here, I think, is flatten out this area, make it look good, probably cut off a few of these trees here and put a forester up here. No need to plant trees since we have them there. And we should be good to go for our production of the stuff we need. The first thing we need to start making here is some reinforced planks, because in order to make the sequence here, we need to have these stored. Anyway, so in order to make these are actually quite intensive. You need 4 nails, 2 plates, and only 1 plank. So a small forester will do, but we're really going to have to amp up the production. So I'm going to put in 2 of these forges here, 1 for each. And we will get some. We're going to have to add to our population here. It's inevitable. Yeah, look at that. Not enough population capacity. Okay, well, let's take a break and go and take a look at our homes here. Now, the max population you can get is 1,000, and that's 100 homes of 10 each. So this will eventually, I'll eventually replace this with a bigger, more productive farm area somewhere further out. So the homes will end up filling up this area as we expand outwards. It's kind of fun. Remodel, rebuild, rezone. So I think I'm going to stick the homes right up in this area, but it does look like I'm going to have to do some landscaping here. There we go. More room for activities. So I'm actually going to put 2 homes in here, and we're going to take both of these houses and upgrade them to 3. There we go. That just gave us a whole bunch of population. And it also boosted our happiness too. It looks like we were overproducing, or it might be eating up a backlog right now. So we'll let this balance out for a bit. But that did push us up to 150% production, which is pretty sick. Okay, so I got 2 forges in here. There we go. That's a little better. And we're going to have 1 doing plates and 1 doing nails. Now I'm going to throw a couple workers out here to get things started. Okay, so I'm going to copy that workshop and stick it right here, so the outputs of these are actually Oh, I forgot about fuel here. We'll get the fuel hooked up soon. But going in here, we'll actually put the production of the reinforced planks. So I gotta build forester right here. Make it planks, feed it into the workshop, and also feed the forges with fuel. So I'm taking my time doing this here. I just having a hard time with this conveyor belt stuff. Anyway, research done. Look at that. Advanced logistics. So we got all of this stuff. Agent trigger, no idea. Toggle, no idea. New structure. Oh, okay. Bool function, no clue. I will look these up though. I mean, I'm sure someone might have done a very useful tutorial on them. All very basic stuff, no? Okay, there we go. So I finally got fuel going. I have a lumber mill feeding planks into here. So we just have to actually wait on... Wow, look at the nails come flying out of there. We just have to wait on... Why are these not coming out? Oh! Simple steps. I forgot one of the basic logistic blocks. A splitter. Okay, there we go. Let's actually rotate that the correct way. There we are. So I upgraded our barn a couple times here just to so that we can super store these things, because you do use a lot of these in the long run. So just having them going for a while is a really good idea. So now we can actually concentrate on making rails. Now this took up a good chunk of this area, which I actually intended the rails to be made. So what I think I'm going to do is actually get rid of these trees here and kind of square off this area right here. And we will make the production for the rails. Okay, so that looks good. So I preserved the wood because we're going to need some of that. Preserve the stone because we're going to need some of that. So to actually build our rails, what we're going to need is... machine shop. There we go. So for the machine shop, we're going to need 20 of those reinforced planks. We already have 32 of them, so we're looking pretty good. So I can actually plop that down just so we can take a quick look at it here. And we will take a look at the recipe for rail. So for a rail tile, we're going to need 2 iron plates, 2 planks, and 2 stones. So that's actually not so bad. So we're going to produce some iron over here from this, planks from here, and the stone, of course, from here. That works out actually perfect because this is temporary. So I don't care if we run out of all this stuff. So I noticed we were actually getting low on planks. I couldn't build anything. So what I've done is put a splitter off of this lumber mill here to start storing some of those in this barn too. We should actually be able to store quite a bit. So that's a good shared barn there. I keep forgetting about some of the basics sometimes. We cut off the production and storage for some reason, and then I end up burning through all the stuff. You end up waiting a few minutes for it. So always keep your eye on this kind of stuff because you end up running out of it. Okay, so I've got planks set up here. We've got the forester, we've got the lumber mill, we got the planks. Now I have to set up the stone here. There we go. 1 stonemason, not coming up because I don't have the population. We're actually at the max of 20 homes now. So we're actually getting to a little bit of a challenge where I'm going to have to start upgrading stuff, or we're going to have to concentrate on getting the base leveled up. So for our next level here too, we're going to need iron wheels, which is made by the machine shop. But I think we can actually switch around production over here to make it both iron wheels and, whoops, that's going the wrong way, and tile, or rails, sorry. Rail and iron wheels as we need them. Because I would like to upgrade that. That'll give us some more homes and some more research options, since we have nothing to research. Look at that. Until we upgrade. There's so much more to go to. Okay, so I'm going to plop down the worker here, and he's going to grab the stone. He's actually rather close. That's a very convenient spot for that to be happening. So he doesn't even have to move, so there's no time wasted in moving. So this is going to produce a stone for the machine shop. So the only thing we have left to do is iron plates. So we're going to need to make the production right here. I do see, are these guys standing around at all? I'm going to look for guys not doing anything here. This one's just kind of chilling out. So I'll probably steal him. Yeah, we'll take him out. Bang. There we go. Okay, so I put a forge down here, and we're actually going to put it right back here and make one of these going into it so we have fuel. There we go. And we are going to, of course, select iron plates. Nice. And we saved ourselves one more villager to fill this up with iron. Beautiful. There we go. I don't even have to put a splitter on this because it should actually overproduce for both at this rate. Because we don't need to make tiles really fast. We just need to make tiles. And the last part in. Beautiful. Okay. And then I'm going to put it out on this and put it right into a warehouse. There we go. And we got our barn. And our first rail. Nice. Okay. And that should produce over time. We are on our way to being able to make mines. And then we can replace a lot of this. A lot of these things. These guys here. Look at all these villagers just kind of wandering around going crazy. It looks kind of cool, but it's really irritating controlling these guys. So as soon as you can automate them, the better. So I found another one that wasn't really doing too much over here. So I'm going to put him on ironwork to get it caught up with the forge. Because I don't think it's... Oh, we do need 2 stone bricks for every 2 iron plates. So we might have to put another worker on stone. So there's these blocks also called the stone walls here. And they're structural blocks. There we go. We could actually use these, I think, to... Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks good. It takes up 4 stones each. It's actually rather expensive. But damn. That's a nice little way to bling out your town. It looks a lot better than this really sloped dirt look. I like that. Ooh, I can't wait to automate some stone here so we can start building with this stuff. That looks nice and sharp. There's actually a lot of random building stuff you can make in this game. Here we go, decor. We got lamppost, we got wood benches, flowers, flower pots. Well, I guess there's not a lot, but there's still some stuff. There's some fence. I could put some fence around the outside of this. Let's rotate that. I wonder if... Oh, that's a shame. It's too bad it doesn't have like a little corner piece. It's not as cool as I thought, but still. Look at that. That looks a lot better than like the slope, I think. So I was saying we can flip back and forth between the iron wheels and the rail tiles and actually probably save some population here too. Because once we got a bunch of rail tiles saved up that we haven't been using, I could switch over to the iron wheels and it only takes up 2 iron. That's it. That's actually really, really easy. And gears are only 1. We're going to need that in the future. Not quite yet though. We also did unlock the steam stuff. We're like way ahead on research. So once we got enough rail tiles here, I'll actually switch to wheels right away so we can upgrade our base. Okay, so we are at max population at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and do one more upgrade on the homes here. I just really want to keep our happiness balance, because if we're not producing enough of a certain thing, it can actually have a negative effect on it. But we can actually go ahead now and build our first mine. So I think our savings in villagers is going to be right here with the mine. So let's go ahead and actually pause this. There we go. Look at them all. Look at all the stumpies running around here. So we're going to go to the build menu. Oops, I picked up there's a select column, a multi-select thing now. I have to check that out too because that's brand new into the game. But I think that's more in the distant future when I'm building like huge production areas and I just need to copy them. But for now, I'm getting distracted. Let's build the mine. Damn it. There we go. Okay, so you can see these are expensive. 20 rail tiles and 40 reinforced planks. But we got 125 reinforced planks now, so we're looking good. And let's put this right here. I think that's the best spot. It catches most of them. There we go. Now, this thing here, I'm going to have to get rid of this block right here. There, let's go to remove resources. There we go. And we'll put an output over here, which will split off going to this and then split off. Oops, let's get that going in the right way. And going into this here. Whoops. Oh well, that looks better anyways that way. Okay, And then we'll put one out here going into this forge. Perfect. And that'll save us a whole ton of villagers because these things are much more efficient at doing what they do. So let's go ahead and select iron ore. There we go. And supply pickaxes. Oh, that's for underground. So, oh, when you go underground mining, this is new too for me, the underground mining stuff, because it used to be really tedious getting these replaced before. It was really annoying. You have to feed it with pickaxes. That's kind of cool. I like that. Challenge accepted. Anyway, we're going to tell this thing to grab iron ore. There we go. And we're going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll click on this building and it says there's still a villager attached to it. Here we go. 7. That's a lot of villagers right there. Okay. Take this one out. 8. So these two should have no more villagers attached to it. And to make things fair, what I'm going to do is put a logistics block in here and put a splitter. So that way, because if you don't do that, what it'll do is it'll go forward first, fill this one up first, and if this one is full, then it'll take that turn. But if you put a splitter in here, it goes okay, 50-50. So let's go ahead and actually put a few more workers into there. It's going to be insane. Like 5 workers will put out a lot more than 8 of those did. And we will take out the workers coming from here, actually, too. And we can't forget about these forges. So it looks like maybe the one coming out the front. Ooh, I'll have to take another plot out, but we'll bring it around and split it off into these two. Save ourselves these villagers. Oh yeah, this is real easy. So I just put a curve in there. Grab a grabber. There we are. Bang. It should just roll them right into this forge. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take that one other block out and do the system over on the other side. Okay, so this is rather easy. All I got to do is go like this. We will select the right turn. Here we go. So that'll roll right into there. If I can get it at the right height. Bang. There we are. And we need another turn to go in here, and I need to put another splitter logistics block in there. So we're going to copy that one. Perfect. There we go. So we should be actually ready to roll. So let's press the unpause button and see what happens. Look at that. We still have, if this is successful, unless we have to put some more into it, we have 11 villagers freed up. That's quite a bit. Bang. There we go. Look at all those resources come rolling out of there. And oh, I forgot to put a grabber on this side. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Producing already. Oh, and this one does not appear as if it makes it into the building, which it does not. Let's get that fixed. There we go. Okay, so that one's rolling out. This one, oh, it's full of resources. We are jammed up. What is going on here? Not producing planks? We are not producing wood actually fast enough. So like I said, unless you put a splitter on, this is what it does. It rolls forward first and then it'll take the turn, right? So let's go ahead and actually add another worker into there and see if we can't. Oh, you know why this is? It's not because I need more workers. It's because it doesn't have enough trees. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what, though? I think we're storing at a decent rate, so I'll keep it at that. We don't really need to go overkill on it. And this one here is now actually filling up with resources, so we're looking good there. The only thing we're really lacking on is stone, actually. So let's grab a couple of those workers we saved and tell them to get grabbing some stone here for the mason. There we go. Pump out the stone output. Our iron's looking pretty good here. How are we doing over here? Has this slowed down? This has appeared to slow down just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, plop another worker into there. Really start pumping out those supplies. Look at that. That looks so cool. I love this kind of system. Like it's almost like a marble rolling system. That's actually exactly what it is. It's just pumping them out like mad. Okay, look at that. Look at the savings in villagers on that. And we're producing faster than we were before. So now that we got this going, I think it is time to automate our stone here. So we will put one up here to take advantage of this stone, and we'll feed it into the stonemason and get the production of that pumped up too, so that we're actually storing more of the stone brick. I'm going to go ahead and actually upgrade that. Perfect. There we go. And I made it both stone brick so we don't store much fertilizer off that. We're actually storing fertilizer off our research island here. You know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade that too. And just a note too, we have enough to build a couple more mines at this point. So what I'm going to do is actually tell this to work on the iron wheels, so we get those made up, because I really want to get this base upgraded with 20. We'll get upgraded to 6 so we can continue on our research here. Alright, so this looks like right here about as good as it's going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, rotate this out. Press pause, get rid of these workers that are working on the stone, and get it fed into the stonemason here. Okay, and this looks like it should be good. So what I've done is I've made a path out here. It splits off and goes into the stonemason. And I've also allowed one storage slot for stone in here, so we have some more stone as backup. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause that. There we go. And they'll slowly come rolling out. That's actually not too bad. That feels almost faster than the 5 the 5 villagers we had going there. Now I'm going to go ahead, pump that out to 2. That'll help us get caught up, and it should also help us start pumping these out too at the stonemason. More for the village and more for the storage, so we can actually start building some decoration blocks. This is pretty awesome. It's definitely worth the investment, these mines. Like, look how much villagers we've saved now. We have 10 villagers to play around with. Okay, and guess what, guys? We can actually get our base leveled up. We have 36 wheels we got done in that amount of time. So look at this. New unlocks available. Max house increased by 5, so we can build 5 new homes. New building unlocks, specialty goods. We'll have to check that out for sure. New research available, mana purification. New research available, jewelry. So we got some research available. We got some stuff in the future. We should also start soon expanding into new sections. You can actually purchase them for coin. They're not too bad. And you have to find these special stones. Like, we got some air stones, we got some water stones, some fire stones. So you can really expand. I do believe I chose an endless map, so we can just keep going with this. And looking at here, 2 villagers is actually, because we have our storage done up, 2 villagers is actually overwhelming this stonemason with stone. So let's go ahead and add another stonemason in there and start really pumping up that production in the town. These things haven't really slowed down on the belt, so we can definitely use more to pump up some more happiness. So speaking of research, we may as well get the jewelry done here. Some pretty fancy stuff coming up. We won't even be looking at this, I don't think, in the near future. This will be the future, but we may as well get them done while Research Island is sitting here. There we go. Look at that. No problem at all. This thing's just pumping out those like no big deal. I may actually, every playthrough, I may copy this exact build actually. I really like the way this works. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Now that, oops, I don't mean to copy that. There we go. And build up our walls around this little island. Oh, I just figured out how to use this, and this is amazing. Okay, just check this out. I have 1, 2, 3 blocks to go on this side, right? So if I press my tab button here, it's going to tell me to select columns. So I'm going to click my left mouse button down at the base of this and drag over 3 columns, let go, press C to copy them, and bang. Look at that. Wow, that makes building so much easier. I love those new tools. Looks like I'll have to get rid of this coal deposit right here, but I'm definitely keeping this here. That looks neat. Okay, so the stonemason still hasn't caught up with the amount of stone, so I stuck 3 workers in there, and it looks like 3 workers will keep up with 2 miners. Oh wow, that's insane. But look at the amount. Look at the amount of blocks we're putting out now. That's good though. It's raised our happiness ever so slightly. We're actually creeping up on 400, which is awesome. And it's really increasing our storage amount because building those walls is so expensive. Like we went through all of that stone just building that one side, but I think that looks much better. Let's take a look here at a few decor blocks. What these lampposts looks like. They're expensive, but they might look cool. Let's put one. They look a little awkward that way. I wish they had like angled rotations. That would actually be really nice. There we go. Maybe one on each corner. Kind of brighten it up nice. I think that looks all right. Actually, I think that would go well with the fence. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Beautiful. Okay, well. I got a lot done in this episode, and I'm pretty happy with that. We got the iron factory going on, iron automated, mining automated. Oh, wow, what? Why is there... Oh, it's dumping the planks and the stone bricks, so the storage on this. Wow, that's insane. Okay, so I'm going to have to put a filter on that just for, I guess for now, wheels. Let's go logistics, grabber. Filter wheel. Let's look that up here. There we go. Iron wheel. And what do we have in our barn here? We're storing all our planks and stuff. That is really weird. I didn't know we could do that. There we go. And we should be fixed up now. Beauty. Okay, perfect. There we go. That was a little awkward. Cool. So I'll just flip it back and forth between wheels and tile for now. And this will be our little iron island over here. I like it. It's looking pretty good. So anyways, guys, if you did enjoy, hit the like button. If you would like to see more, subscribe. And if you bought this game or play it yourself, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, peace out. Have a good one. Stay classy.
No matter what you people say, I'm gonna do my thing my way. No matter what you people do, I'm gonna do my thing much better than you. No matter what you say or do, oh boy, you're out of luck. It's gonna roll right off of me like water off the back of a duck. And I go, yeah, I go. Yeah, I go.
Good boy. Fist bump.